This question is question number 10 from the May 2001 BGCSE paper 2 course/extended. It's a construction question, and it says using a ruler, pencil, and a pair of compass only for the whole of this question. And part A says draw the line AB 10 centimeters long. Part B, construct an angle of 90 degrees at B and label any point X on the perpendicular line. And part C, bisect angle ABX. Part D, label a point C on the bisector so that BC is 12 centimeters and join C to A, that's part E. And the rest of part E is measure and write down the length of AC to the nearest millimeter. Okay, so first of all, we're going to draw line AB. That's the first part of the task, and line AB has to be 10 centimeters long. So here we go. 10 centimeters is the same as 100 millimeters. This ruler is scaled in millimeters, so here we have it. That's 10 centimeters there, and this here is line AB. Line AB. Okay, so this is 10 centimeters. The next part of the question says construct. So part A is out of the way. Construct an angle of 90 degrees at B and label any point X on the perpendicular line. So to construct a 90-degree angle at B, we're going to need our protractor. So we're going to center the protractor at B since we want a 90-degree angle there. We're going to swing a few arcs to create that 90-degree angle. Okay, we can start by swinging an arc right down to intersect your line. You're going to need this intersection. Okay, so there we have an intersection here. I'm going to number the intersections. I'm going to put some points near them, or just note the intersection. So this one, right? No, this intersection we're going to need it because we're going to stick the compass there. We're going to center the compass there to create another arc. Okay. All right. Now, what you're going to do is swing a tiny arc just to intersect the previous arc made. Okay. And there we have an intersection. We're going to use this intersection again as another center. So you're going to center your compass there. There we have it. Now we're going to swing an arc now to about a quarter of a circle. In that manner, in the manner shown, in a quarter of a circle going above like that. And then now this intersection that was made here, now we're going to use this as our last, to swing our last arc to form the 90-degree angle. So of course we're going to center the compass right there. We center the compass and then we swing an arc to intersect the previous arc made right there. There's the intersection, right? Now that was our last intersection. Now what we're going to do to get that 90-degree angle is to draw a line, and this line is going to be the perpendicular line to AB, right? Perpendicular because it's going to intersect AB at 90 degrees. So we're going to draw a line right through that intersection down to the point B, and we'll have our 90-degree angle there. So let me draw that line. Now ensure that the lines go right through the center of the intersection. This might be a tad off, it doesn't go through, but ensure that the lines go right through the center of the intersections. Now we can measure this angle to ensure that it's 90 degrees by using the protractor. Let us see, there it's a 90-degree angle, of course. The other part of this question says we should, or to part B, says we should label any point X on the perpendicular line. So you can just pick any point randomly. I'm going to choose this point and I'm going to call that point X. So that is part B. Now part C says we should bisect angle ABX. Now to bisect means we're going to draw a line. The line is going to be called the bisector. That is going to slice angle ABX in half. So of course angle ABX is a 90-degree angle here. See here, angle ABX, this angle right here. To bisect the angle, we're going to need our compass once more. Now what we're going to do to bisect the angle is to swing an arc to intersect the two legs of the angle. But actually we already have an arc that intersects the two legs of the angle, so we don't need to do that again in this case. This arc right here already intersects the two legs of the angle. This leg is intersected there, and this leg intersected here. Now we're going to use the two intersections to swing arcs. So center the compass at the first intersection and swing an arc across the center of the circle. Now I'm going to use a different color to get these arcs. Okay, you can adjust the compass a tad bit here, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to swing these arcs in green. Just swing a big arc across the center of the angle like that. You can estimate where the center of the angle is and ensure the arc crosses it. Now you're going to center the compass at the other intersection. That is right there, intersection of the other leg. That's right here. Good. So you center the compass here. And this time you're going to swing just a tiny arc just to intersect the one made previously in that manner shown. So there's the intersection. Now, what do we need this intersection for? As you may have guessed, we're going to draw a line from the angle or from the vertex of the angle right through that intersection, and that's going to be the bisector of our angle. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to draw that line in black. So the bisector here, I'm going to make it in black. So here we go. In fact, let me use a different color. Let me use a pale lighter color. I'm going to use the shade right here. Okay, so here's our bisector, and draw it as long as you want. Here's our bisector. Now this bisector will cut this angle, this 90-degree angle, into halves. So that means if it was 90 degree and you made a bisector, that means each side has to be 45 degree. So you can use your protractor just to ensure that that's the case. So let's just measure the angle here. Yes, that is 45 degree right there. Okay, so that is part C done for you. Now part D says we should label a point C on the bisector so that BC is 12 centimeters. So you're going to measure your bisector right from the vertex. 12 centimeters will be right here, right? So you're going to label this point. You're going to make a mark at that point right there. And this point is going to be called C. And C is going to be 12 centimeters long. Let me make it a lot bigger, okay? C to B is going to be 12 centimeters long. So this point is the point C. BC is 12 centimeters long. To repeat what the question said, label a point C on the bisector so that BC is 12 centimeters long. In other words, simply measure 12 centimeters on this line. Now, if you didn't draw the line long enough, feel okay to extend it. Okay? That's if you didn't draw it long enough originally. Now, part E, join C to A, right? And measure and write down the length of AC to the nearest millimeter. So we're going to join C to A. Let me use a different color for that one. Okay, we're going to do part C now. So join C to A. Of course, I'm going to use a ruler for that. Join C to A. So I'm going to make my line from A there. I'm going to take it right up to C. So I fix the ruler to C there. And I'm going to join it. Now you can make the line a bit longer than you need to, right? As long as it goes through C, as long as it goes through the point C and A. Now this line joins C to A, okay? Remember C is right here, so the line joins C to A. It doesn't matter if you have some spilling over there. And that line, it says we're to measure that line. Let me just complete it here. What is the measurement of that line? The line is C to A, okay? Remember, A is right here. So C to A, of course, we're going to measure it starting at 0. And to the nearest millimeter, this here looks like it's not quite 90 millimeters. I am going to call it 88 millimeter, okay? So that's 88 millimeter. Let me just write in these measurements that we have here. It's 88 millimeter right here, okay? So the rest of part E is 88 millimeters for the answer. All right, so that is it. 2001, question number 10, section A on paper 2, course life extended, BGCSE.